You gave a little extra time to Chase and Ross this week. How do they look?
Their names.
Hey, you know what? Every now and then.
It was really good for them. In terms of letting Davis rest up this week and just devoting all the time to them and get them caught up with the little things. It got them some opportunities to rep some stuff that typically they don't get the rep during the week. Go over our 2-point plays and special situation type things, which, there's so many details and so much pressure we put on that quarterback that, it was great for me just to go back over it and re-coach it all up again and just make sure that we're all on the same page. So, from a coaching standpoint, I got very comfortable with those two guys this week.
Yeah, Tuesday looked very different in terms of what the quarterbacks did compared to what we normally see.
Right. I based it down a bit, went back to the fundamentals of things, and then Wednesday progressed even more, and then Thursday kind of threw it all at them. So it was good to pretty much just start from scratch and then just keep building from there.
Now that you've got, obviously you see them every day, but now it's just the two of them. What have you seen compared to what you saw back, in the fall or in spring?
The thing that I commend both those guys is that they get better each day. That's kind of like a Coach Pete speak type of thing where, you're saying, hey, they're coming in, they got the mentality to get better, but, you actually see the improvements of those guys. And a lot of it has to just do with the repetitions and being more comfortable with it, and the game's starting to slow down and they're starting to feel more confident in themselves. So I think from what we see now, from what we saw back in fall camp and spring ball, is that their confidence is at a higher level.
Hypothetical gun to the head, if you had to go this week, who do you think would start?
I still need some more practice with that one.
Wow.
I ain't giving that one up.
And just a lot of what they're doing, what we saw on Tuesday, is just timing stuff and how much the extra reps help with that, and with the receivers too.
That was more of the emphasis too, was getting back to the routes that we haven't ran much of with the receivers. You forget that we're still a young team and we're moving these guys around, and bye weeks are a great time to work on the fundamentals, work on the timing, and work on the things that you're not very good at or that we need to coach up better. And I thought Tuesday and Wednesday we really slowed it down and took out a lot of teamwork and focused on individual stuff. And today was more of just a group-based stuff, and get them out there, roll the ball out there, have a little fun, and try to get them out of the offices, give them 48 hours out of this office and the rest up, and hopefully they're re-energized when they get back in this facility.
Seeing the run game do what it did for you guys, especially in the second half, does that give you more confidence now? Like, all right, maybe I can go to it a little bit more.
Yeah, it does. I thought that was a huge turning point for this offense was, the ability to, when things weren't going very well in the first half, we found a way to move the ball, and score 24 points. The resiliency of that group, I thought was pretty good. A lot of teams would fold and turn away and just give up on that game. But they kept fighting, and we had to rely on those running backs a lot. And I couldn't, what was it, like 340 yards rushing around there, 330 or something. That's impressive, and it shows a lot to those running backs that we can rely on them to get us out of a game and still compete and move the ball efficiently.
How difficult is it as an OC? You want to be able to see if the run game can do what it needs to do, and you want to be able to get your backup quarterback strapped. But I think 5 out of your 6 games have been decided by 10 points or less.
I know.
From doing that.
That's comfortable. The thing that, at least from a play calling standpoint in the Oregon State game, when you're down, I think 17-0 at one point and not get completely away from the run game, that shows that we can still play at a fast pace and get some cheap yardage and get that run game going, which is going to, I think, help going forward for the rest of the season.